Russia threatens to cut natural gas supplies to Europe, and S&P says regional banks have limited direct impact from the Russia-Ukraine crisis. You're watching the Daily Brief with Forbes. I'm Ramia Faraj. Russia has threatened to cut natural gas supplies to Europe via the Nord Stream 1 pipeline as part of its response to sanctions. The move could amplify the turmoil in energy markets and drive consumer prices even higher. Russian officials say they have the right to take actions that mirror the penalties imposed on the Russian economy. The comments come a day after huge swings on European gas markets, with prices surging by almost 80% at one point amid worries of Russian supply disruptions. The World Bank has approved an additional $489 million package to support Ukraine. The funds have been made immediately available. On March 1st, the World Bank said it was preparing emergency aid worth $3 billion for Ukraine, of which at least $350 million were released immediately. The fastest bursting support will help the government provide critical services to Ukrainian people, including wages, pensions, and social services. S&P says banks in the Middle East and Africa have limited direct impact from the Russia-Ukraine crisis. However, repercussion risks of the conflict could include dislocated commodity markets, supply chain disruptions, and capital market volatility. S&P says in terms of refinancing, the conflict may cause investors to become more risk-averse. It says Qatar, Turkey, and Tunisia are the most vulnerable countries in the Middle East. S&P says other regional countries have minimal direct exposure to Russian and Ukrainian counterparties. In other news, Saudi Arabia secured $21.6 billion of investments in the industrial sector in 2021, but Saudi officials say the kingdom's been struggling with the availability of skilled labor, bureaucratic curbs, and challenges related to costs and technology transfer. A number of joint ventures were announced in recent years between Saudi firms and defense manufacturers as part of its aspirations to become a weapons manufacturer and exporter. Officials say many of the deals are being discussed, while others have been revoked after review. One of the deals that is coming to fruition is a new agreement between the kingdom and Lockheed Martin. Components for Lockheed's THAAD missile defense system, which is sold to Saudi, will be built locally to help develop the kingdom's defense industry. Through the deal, interceptor launchers and canisters for the batteries will be manufactured in the kingdom. Saudi wants to localize more than 50% of expenditure on defense equipment services as part of its Vision 2030. Saudi Arabia's Ministry of Energy has awarded Al Ras and Saad solar photovoltaic projects collectively valued at $666.3 million. The main buyer is Saudi Power Procurement Company. The two clean energy projects have a total capacity of 1,000 megawatts. They'll power over 180,000 households and avoid over 1.75 million tons of yearly carbon emissions. Insider, a B2B software-as-a-service startup, has raised $121 million in a Series D funding round led by the Qatar Investment Authority at a valuation of $1.2 billion. The Singapore startup, now part of the Unicorns Club, helps marketers connect customer data with their AI-driven marketing engine across messaging channels. It predicts future behavior and creates individualized predictions for customers based on their historical data. Insider has 700 employees across 28 countries worldwide. UAE-based on-demand delivery service Quickup has secured $1.36 million in guarantee loan from the Mohammed bin Rashid Innovation Fund. Quickup is a logistics tech startup that uses AI and machine learning to serve customers with its 60-minute Q-commerce or quick commerce fast delivery operating model. Quickup says the guarantee scheme allows the startup to access affordable debt finance to invest in its research and development and bolster its technological capabilities. Let's take a look now at today's Forbes Real-Time Billionaires ranking. It tracks the daily ups and downs of the world's richest people. Here are today's losers. Our biggest loser is Jeff Bezos, down $8.2 billion with net wealth of $163.3 billion. Our second biggest loser today is Elon Musk, down $8 billion with net wealth of $221.1 billion. And our third place loser is Zhong Shanshan, down $7 billion with net wealth of $65.2 billion. Check out our website and our social media for all of the latest billionaires news. Spain's former king Juan Carlos says he'll stay in Abu Dhabi despite the closure of investigations into his financial dealings that led to his self-imposed exile in the UAE. In a note to his son released by the royal family, Juan Carlos said, "For now, I prefer for personal reasons which concern nobody but myself to continue residing in a permanent and stable manner in Abu Dhabi." Juan Carlos went into self-imposed exile in the UAE in 2020. I'm Ramia Faraj. This is the Daily Brief. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.